Hello people, I am Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
Hi.
We are looking at the trailer for Kalki. This is starring Dr. Rajeshekar, and it's a film by Prasanth Varma. This comes from Shivani Shivathmika Movies, the YouTube channel. Be sure to give them a like on the original video if you like our reaction. Here we go.
కర్మలను ఆచరించుటేంది నీకు అధికారము కలదు కాని వాని ఫలితము పైన లేదు నీవు కర్మఫలమునకు కారణము కారాదు అట్లని కర్మలను చేయుట మానరాదు
ఏం చెప్తిరి ఎప్పుడు ఇలాగే చెప్తారా
Very aggressive.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
A lot of foot on the heads in this.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
What?
That's crazy. What is happening here?
Whoa. Huh, that's interesting. I wonder what the whole Sanskrit verse and all the karma stuff has to do with it, because just looking at it, I'm wondering if there's a sort of karmic wheel storyline in there, because some of it looks like it might be set in the past and then set in the present. But I don't know if that's just the building that they're shooting at looks old, like maybe it's, you know, like a 1,000-year-old location or something, or if it actually is something that someone did in the past is now affecting their life in the present. And then it's also a crime drama, because at the end they said the investigation begins now, and you got cops and stuff. So who knows? I don't know. That's kind of what I'm getting from it.
You got a lot of information. I was thrown with so much data that I couldn't process it. What I am noticing though, it says with honest English subtitles.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering what that's about. I guess there's the implication that subtitles are usually awful and don't properly communicate the feeling and the innuendos of the language properly.
Right.
It doesn't convey exactly what is being intended with what's being spoken. And here, I suppose, even though it's
sparse,
what is being said here is with maximum clarity as much as possible,
right,
in the translation. So that's cool. The stuff I took more than anything was the technical aspect more than the emotional aspect of it. I noticed, of course, the obvious, which is there's a lot of foot on the head stuff, which I'm just taking a wild guess here, but that to me, that's like a very disrespectful thing, right?
Yeah, I mean,
And
I
so-
was feeling very disrespected, because I don't know if it's the same in Indian culture, but in Thai culture, feet are the lowest body part. And so you putting your foot on someone's face or slapping them with a shoe is the rudest thing you can do to anyone.
Here in the States, it's kind of perceived as a joke. Like, it's usually in a goofy kind of thing. But I know that with... This is a very weird reference, but Black Hawk Down, that whole event that went down, and then I think it was in the 90s that Black Hawk Down took place. When the American troops were flying in, they were sitting on the edge of the helicopter, and their boots were exposed, and it was apparently very disrespectful because they're showing the bottom of their feet to everybody. I'm wondering if there's something there culturally that, like, it's like edgy that they're doing that in this trailer, almost like looking down a toilet in the 50s with the film Psycho. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that kind of thing. I'm just wondering. So there's that. The technical thing that I meant to talk about initially was all the camera work in here. This director really likes his shots. He really likes his cool shots. There was the Hitchcock effect, as you know, funny mentioning Psycho, and they love the beautiful slow motion, like when the wood's exploding in the forest.
That was so cool.
The one thing I got from this is there's a lot of cool compound movement shots in here. That's what's grabbing my attention, because I didn't get a lick of that story. I just got that there's a lot of people disrespecting other people, foot on faces. Some woman got kicked in the head, and yeah, it was, and there's some violence going on.
Yeah.
And there's some like tribal thing happening as well. But I didn't connect any of the details together at all. And that's usually what happens with me with South trailers, is that I'm like, I know there's something cool happening here, but I don't know why. It's kind of like the board meeting for The Matrix when Warner Brothers was like, I know we got a cool script. I don't know what it's about though.
We went into the first Warner Brothers story meeting and they said, okay, now we know we've bought something cool. We don't know what it is.
It was like really aggressively in your face with the karma is a bitch title card.
Well, yeah, and even that cracked me up because it goes, karma is a bitch. And then the next shot is that beautiful woman. And I'm like, wait, is she a bitch?
Right.
Is that why?
So back to the technical stuff, like the silhouette of the woman when she puts her foot up in that archway, that's all really beautifully shot.
Yeah.
It's like it's got a very intense smokiness to it, and you see the two lamps, the torches on the side. This is all very thoroughly thought out between the DP and the director. I think that they've got a beautiful vision at the very least here that I am digging. I just hope that the story, I hope that it's complementing the story and vice versa. I hope that the story is strong to go along with it. And I would imagine this is going to be thought-provoking, much in the same way as that film we watched not too long ago with the alien that got dropped into the middle of the movie.
Oh, yes.
I forgot what it's called for some supernova or something, or super film,
Oh, yes.
super picture,
Super...
super hit.
No.
Super goddamn something or another, but y'all know what I'm talking about, and you're all, I'm sure we're gonna get countless comments about it.
Yeah, with Vijay Sethupathi.
Vijay
right?
Sethupathi, that
Yeah.
one. That was a very thought-provoking
Super
film.
Deluxe.
Super Deluxe.
That's right.
It's too late, ACHARA. I already got 1,000 comments about it. But I'm getting the same sense here, which is like, it's meant to be thought-provoking.
Yeah.
I'm digging it, I'm into this.
It's cool. I think the teaser, because I didn't watch it with you, but I did take a look at it in the edit and it looked super pretty. But I think the teaser kind of showed more of the ancient part of it. Like it felt more old, like period, historical. And then here you're seeing more of the present day. If I am anywhere close to getting the sense of the story, which is like some of it takes place in the past and some of it takes place in the present.
They got some intense rain going, again, technical stuff. They got some intense rain going on. This shot at 41 seconds, like when this guy flies, look at that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Look at just how much rain is going on. That's, I mean...
And also the clarity of it as well. Like you can see the individual raindrops coming down. I don't know how they do that.
And it's right after that you get the Hitchcock effect. It goes by fast. That's the Hitchcock effect, where what's happening there, in case you guys are remotely curious about it, is if this is my subject, ACHARA, and this is the camera, the camera over here is zoomed in, so it looks like this tight, right? And as the camera's pushing in, it's zooming out, so that when it gets to here, it's also just like that again. And the effect that happens for the audience is that it looks like the background is shifting. But they did it a little bit different here, where it wasn't a perfect swap of zooming out while pushing in, and so you still get a sense of the camera movement just a little bit to create more intensity for the shot.
That's cool.
Which I'm into. And the guy's look just compounds it even further, where he is obviously scared. He's probably looking at a baby coming towards him.
He's got some great glasses as well. Like just in terms of a character look, it's very strong.
The director, DP, they love particles.
Yes.
I mean, you seeing like the step into the ground at 49 seconds here, where the leaves explode off the ground. Just before that, you have the just aggressive amount of rain coming down. I mean, I don't know what rains are like in India during monsoon season or in Thailand during monsoon season, but like I've had aggressive rains in Los Angeles and they've never looked like that, where it's just like so voluminous. That's crazy, you know? That's a choice that's being made, because I doubt that they happened to catch the weather, but maybe they did. Who knows?
I love the way that they've lit it as well. I don't think that lighting for rain like that is easy. I don't know. You'd probably be able to tell me more, but I feel like you have to be very specific with your lighting choices in order to be able to get the look of those individual raindrops, as opposed to it just looking hazy and like...
That's above my pay grade. I don't know anything about that.
I don't know.
That's beyond my expertise. But
am I talking out of my butt?
But I don't think anybody minds that. Back to the Ace Ventura days, huh? At 58 seconds here, you've got this guy who's acting really weird and kind of quirky. And what this indicates to me is that in this film, especially from the beginning text, like karma's a bitch, what you're also getting is that there is a sense of levity to the whole thing. It's not all serious, dark, dreary, and just thought-provoking, but there's also a kind of a goofiness to it, which adds a sense of charm, where you're like, oh, okay, and it makes it a little bit more palatable, knowing that you're going to get chuckles as well. But what's kind of concerning me is that it's going to be so goofy, like, it's not like black humor, By black humor, I don't mean black people. Here in the States, we call black humor like dark humor.
Right, yeah.
Where it's almost
like-
like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, where with Robert Downey Jr., where violent stuff is happening and that's what's funny.
Right, or like making jokes about death and stuff like that.
Exactly. I don't get the sense that you're getting black humor here. I get the sense that you're getting kind of goofy humor, and it's going to be mixed in with some very aggressive violence. As an American, that's where I'm like, oh, interesting tone, mixture there. Overall, I'm definitely intrigued by this and want to check it out. Y'all let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Tell us about the foot thing. Is that a thing in India?
Yeah.
No one's ever expressed it to me before. Or to ACHARA,
No.
apparently.